I am Martine, I come from France, and I have always been very keen of going to South Africa, and I met this woman coming from Netherlands, and we spoke quite a lot about this country, and that's why we are very interested in having a presentation of South Africa and what we could expect. So they will be very, how shall I say, we will expect of the positive results of this World Cup over South Africa. So we are aiming to take more or less 5 minutes of your time to make this presentation. So we have divided this presentation into 4 current points. We thought it was quite important to speak about the past, and the second point will be the current situation in South Africa, and the third point will be the economic side, and the last one will be the social side. So the first part will be taken over by Andy.
The background at that time is the past. Apartheid. Black people were ruled by white people. There were riots, murderers, a lot of violence. One of the black freedom fighters gave me games to be known. Nelson Mandela, not fun. No. He was in prison for 20 years. Nelson Mandela was elected and was very important as a president, 1994 till 1999, because black and white people believed in him, in his wisdom, and what's very important, his integrity. Because the whole world believed in him, and that gave him a lot of power. Power at all levels in the country. He was really a great statesman. And with him, the implementation of apartheid starts. Also, at that time, there was still a high crime of violence. There were raids in the township, unrest and protest.
Yeah, so for the second part, the current situation is, okay, when they heard that they will be the World Cup, all the country was very happy to have been chosen because they could expect a better life. So governments started investing in stadium, motorways, hotels, and they spent quite a lot of money on it. And there was a very large expectation of the country for a better future.
Economic effects. We are talking about it, and the positive effects. There are only short-term effects we see. More jobs in the careers, more possibility to climb up for black people to get a better career. The investment in the infrastructure, maybe when this is over, there are better roads, but we have a doubt about it. Constructions company give black people work, but when they are away, what then? So we think that the big winners are, you said it before, the FIFA and the multinationals.
As far as I'm concerned for the social part, I think because the government has invested quite a lot, I think there should be an improvement on education with more investment for the future expected in schools, and they will turn into a new life, a new scholarly life for the children. And on living standards, I think they should be improved, and maybe the people will live in more decent flats or houses instead of living in slums like quite a lot of people live in the outskirts. And maybe we could expect the outburst of a new medium class, and this time a mix of black and white people. I read on the newspapers recently that among the black people, there were roughly 15% of these people who have managed to improve through scholarships their life, and some of them have been managed to become managers of companies. And in life maybe I think it could be true, I think it's quite important, an improvement in life expectancy for black people, because they might have better health conditions, and maybe in the future, but I will say maybe, improvement in social life with more business prospects, but it will depend on what the other countries will be prepared to. So mainly, I think it could be hope for these people to expect a lot of for foreigners coming for safaris and discovering the country instead of going to Kenya, Uganda, other countries. So
our conclusion, there is a short effect on the economy, but there's a more important effect, and that's that there's no relation with money.